Hello. Okay, this is going to be our 10-minute intermediate sun salutation flow. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start in our mountain pose, Shavasana. Exhale the hands down to your sides. Inhale your arms up over your head. Let those shoulders relax, coming down away from your neck. Inhale to find some length. Exhale down and forward and meeting in our forward fold, utilizing those quads and those glutes. Inhale to halfway lift. That micro bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Have our hands meet on the ground. We're gonna take our right leg and step to the back of the mat into a lunge position. From here, we're gonna inhale our arms up, overhead. Having our hands meet together, prayer pose above our head. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling, finding a deeper stretch. Exhale those hands down to that heart center. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling back down to our supported lunge with our arms on the ground. We're going to take the left leg and we're going to bring it back to meet that right foot into our plank position. Okay? Take 3 deep breaths here. Our gaze should be directly below us, maybe 3 inches in front of us, to make sure our neck is being supported here. Now we're going to take that right leg and we're going to inhale our knee to our chest, and we're going to exhale, step that leg down to the ground, come into a right lunge. And when you feel comfortable, we're going to inhale, up the shin, and up to the sky with the arms. Inhale, find length. Exhale, deepen that stretch. 3 deep breaths. Exhale, finding our hands back to that mat, bringing our right leg to meet the left in the back. We're gonna exhale and rock the hips up to that back corner of the room. Just find our downward dog. You may need to take a few steps in. Make yourself comfortable. We can walk the dog for a few deep breaths. Maybe utilize the toes. Come up a little on your toes. One more deep breath. And as we transition out, we're going to hinge through our shoulders, utilizing the core and the glutes, the quads coming back into that plank pose. Utilizing the hands to grip onto the mat, keeping your wrists protected. Gazing 3 inches in front of you. On the mat, keeping your neck protected. Exhale, come back into that downward dog. Pedal that dog. Let's walk it. For 3 deep breaths. For 3 more deep breaths, I encourage you to find stillness if that's what feels comfortable for your body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward into our plank pose, but we're going to let the knees drop and we're going to come into our tabletop position. So untuck those toes, maybe bang them out behind you, release that energy out of the feet. Okay, you can lift the hands up off the mat, give your wrists a stretch. Now we're going to be going into a cat-cow succession. So we're going to exhale, inhale, and lower that belly, lower those shoulders, lift that chin up to the sky, to a cat. Exhale, rounding the tailbone from the bottom up. Tailbone first to round all the vertebrae, let your head drop. Again, dumping all which does not serve you into the ground from your crown. Exhale from the bottom of the spine, rounding forward into cat pose, lifting that chin is our last step on our exhale. On our exhale, rounding that tailbone, jumping from the crown, releasing our head. Inhaling the belly to the ground, chin to the sky. Exhaling, rounding the tailbone, dumping from the neck. Now we're going to just hinge back so our butt meets our feet. We're going to walk the hands forward, little spider walks, to a tent-like position. We're going to lower ourselves down to the ground. We're going to have our forehead meet the mat for child's pose. This pose helps us deepen our stretch in our hips and come back to our safe center. I encourage you to focus your breath coming into your body all the way down your spine. Inhale peace, exhale joy. Inhale peace, exhale joy. And it's here that we'll come into some deep relaxation in this pose here. Maybe rocking the body a little bit, loosening those joints, feeling the flow of life through you. And as we all sit in our child's pose position, I'm going to sing a little song to us, to our inner child. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, peace like a river. I have peace like a river in my soul. Taking 3 more deep breaths in your child's pose. And when you're ready, coming up onto the hands and knees back into our tabletop position. We'll meet here. You can take some cat-cows if you need. And when you're ready, tucking the toes underneath your heels and inhaling back up into our downward dog. Exhaling when we get there. Taking that micro bend in the knees, walking that dog for a couple deep breaths. And then when you're ready, walking your feet to meet your hands until your back is flat, and you know it can't stay flat anymore. We walk those feet in close to our hands, and then we exhale down into our forward fold, our last forward fold of the practice. We can grab the elbows, use your weight to pull us down further. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Remember to release that neck. Dump all that does not serve you back into the earth.
She will recycle it. She will use it to teach people lessons. She will use it for you, and she will use it for others. Release. Now we're going to utilize our quads and our glutes. Inhaling to that halfway lift. Exhaling down to that forward fold. And then inhaling our arms above our head. Standing up tall in that mountain pose. You can take a bend in the knees. Start to move our body around a little bit while reaching up to that infinite light. When we feel so steady and centered, using our hands in our prayer pose above our heads, we're going to exhale our arms down to heart center. Taking 3 deep breaths in gratitude. In gratitude for yourself. In gratitude for your practice. In gratitude for the miracle of your life. Alright. You can release your hands down to your sides. Take some steps off of your mat. Allow yourself to release that energy. And that was my 10-minute intermediate sun salutation flow and relaxation in child's pose. Thank you.